Welcome back to another episode of the most Energizer Pod, the Energizer Pod. Today you're here with your boy Tay and your boy
and Ty. Let's
you
go,
get me?
man.
We're here.
Steady.
So today I want to speak about something here that's like imperative as a man. Not only as a man, but male and female, innit? But today we're going to speak about it from the male's perspective. Imperative, them big words. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And that's like personal hygiene, personal appearance, innit? So I'm going to let you take the stage and I'm going to say what I've got to say. What do you reckon about?
Cool. I feel like just jumping straight into it, yeah. Personal hygiene. Let's separate the two, innit? Personal hygiene and the self-care. Personal hygiene should be a base for everybody. Everybody should be able to just be a hygienic person in 2022, innit?
Especially at our age, we're big men.
Thank you very much. But I feel like self-care now, most people not even most people, I feel like a lot of guys neglect that, and I feel like people associate self-care with being a feminine thing, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't make you less of a man to look after yourself. It doesn't make you less of a man to smell nice or to look good or care about your appearance and all these little things 100. You get. So,
100%. I feel like that's kind of what makes a man, innit? Like, I feel like there's insecurity around looking good or even looking after yourself. Do you get me? I feel like some men feel like that's a feminine trait when really that's a masculine trait, innit? You're meant to look after yourself and present yourself properly.
Literally.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like image is everything. Do you get me? Image is everything.
It is.
First impressions can't. Not only do they count, but they last as well. Do you get me?
That's
So
strong.
they last.
Ooh.
So when someone first meets you, however you present yourself, that's how they're gonna remember you, innit? So you need to make sure that you're presenting yourself properly.
100%. And even building on that as well, like us as humans, as much as you may not want to accept or believe in it, we are visual beings. We see and base our judgment off of what we see. If I saw you and I didn't know you and I look at you, I'm basing my judgment off you before I speak to you off of how you look when I'm visualizing you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So like, you need to present yourself in a certain type of way and be mindful of the clothes you're wearing, how you wear your clothes. Like, you can't be out here saying you're a big businessman, for example, and your pants are sagging and your laces is undone and all. Do you know what I mean? You just got poor self-care. Do you get it? And I feel like it says a lot for yourself, because especially as a man, like, females are already set in a sense where
some though, not all.
Some, not all, but more females compared to men, be
I'd
real,
say,
would look after themselves and have that greater, like, attention to detail when it comes to self-care. Whereas with guys, it's like, brush that man's not a gal, I'm not gonna, do you know what I mean? But it doesn't make you any less of a man or any less masculine just because you care about your appearance. Do you know what I mean? Appearance, or looking after your appearance is not a feminine thing. And I feel like it's kind of seen as a feminine thing. I don't know if you'd agree or disagree.
Yeah, no, I see it's a feminine thing. Like, certain man won't go for manicures, pedicures. I haven't gone for one myself before. Do you get me? I've never gone for one. Do you get me? But I would. I'm not saying that that's a feminine thing to do, but you got to look after yourself. Do you get me?
Literally. Even on the manicure thing, like, I'll be real. I've got a manicure like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. And it's lit. Do you know what I mean? I'll say that with chest. It's lit. Do you know what I mean? You get there, you got the young lady just, you know what I mean, dibble with your hand and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? And it makes you feel good because, again, it's just the small things. Like, imagine if I was to come shake your hand, you're shaking my hand and you're like, raw, why has my man got bare black stuff under his nails and shit? Do you know what I mean? Like, I like to look good, smell good, feel good. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I know
they come together, innit? Like, when you look good, you'll feel good, innit? And if you look good, people's gonna treat you like, how do I put it? Like, they're gonna see you on a certain level. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. Because you look good.
Exactly. And literally that. And I feel like when you can see that someone takes the time to look after themselves, it's almost like you have a greater deal of respect towards them, because you're like, all right, then he's well kept. Do you know what I mean? He knows about himself. He knows how to look after himself and hold himself to a certain standard. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like it has a ripple effect. If I was there, I didn't really care. Not necessarily on the way I looked, because obviously previously in the Joe episode we did touch on like the drip stuff. So I'm not saying because it's self-care now you have to go and buy a bag of designer, but just presenting yourself in a nice way. You can still present yourself in an affordable way. Do you get it?
100%.
Presenting yourself doesn't mean to say that I have to wear like some mad next £1,000 Louis stuff, but it just means to say that I'm looking and taking the way I look into consideration and being sure that I present myself in a way which I'm happy with people perceiving me as that. For example, like I said, if I'm here bare trying to promote the podcast or bare trying to promote Energizer or whatnot, and I'm, like I said, I'm going to someone, trousers are sagging, I stink, do you know what I mean? Or like, just my hands got bare black shit under them. What type of that's what I'm looking for. What type of example am I setting for myself and the things associated with me? It's all low value and low quality, because I'm presenting myself as being low value and low quality. Do you get?
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like you should cut corners with your appearance, innit? Never cut corners. Take the time with it. Wake up in the morning, set a routine. Don't just wake up out your bed and leave the house. That's nasty. Do you get me? Wake up, brush your teeth, pattern yourself, jump in the shower. Like, those are the basic things that men should be doing. Do you get me? Literally. That goes without saying. I shouldn't even need to be saying that. Do you get me?
And even moving on from a different point of view, yeah, I got some shocking stats for the Mandem. So before I even touch into this, Mandem, do better.
Pattern up.
Do better.
Pattern up.
Bro, hear this, I did some research into the independent.co.uk, and they said in an article last year that more than 1 in 10 men don't clean their hands after leaving the toilet. Yeah, so that's at least 10%. Bro, from the time it's not 0%, there's an issue in it. Like, what's going on? Like, bro, like, self-care, personal hygiene is big. Yeah, what even obviously with the pandemic and whatnot. Yeah, not you put that to one side, innit? Do it for you. Like, again, look good, feel good. Like, how you gonna go and touch someone right to tear and you know you just had them same hands pan you up? You know what I mean? Nasty. Not even.
And you know what's mad? It feels like it's taken COVID to come around for people to understand that you need to wash your hands.
That's
like, you was
so
meant to be doing that before
That's
COVID.
So true.
Do you get what I mean?
I feel like it's mad the way the world is. Like, literally, like you said, it's taken a big pandemic, to make people realize the importance of hygiene when you should have already known the importance of hygiene. Do you get it? That should just be a given. The same way you wake up and brush your teeth is the same way you should wash your hands to and from going to the toilet or commuting to one of them type of communal areas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like it's just basic principles, man. Basic principles. Like, when you're young, these things are meant to be instilled in you. Do you get me? Anyone that's watching, if you weren't taught these things, it's not too late either. Like, it's not hard to install these things into your life. Do you get me? Set a structure and stick to it. Do you get me? And you'll feel the difference as well. Do you get me? Like,
100%.
When you look good, you'll feel good, as you said. So, yeah.
100%. And even adding on to that, let's talk about like forms of self-care and personal hygiene. So even if it's little things like just regularly getting a haircut, do you get it? Like, you looking after yourself and again presenting yourself. You're not looking grubby, you're not looking scrubby. You look well kept, bro. It goes a long way. And I'm pretty sure, I haven't actually done research into this, so don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere, that people who look, I don't say look better, who look after themselves, it directly affects like your earning potential just because you look good and you look in a presentable way. See what I'm saying?
I think it was Prince Daniel that said that.
Yeah.
Basically what it was saying was that attractive people or people that present themselves better have like a 5% chance of earning more than their colleagues. Do you get me? And that's mad, bro.
That's crazy.
That's
like,
mad.
what? Just because, you know what I mean, I'm regularly in the barbers looking after myself, I can start earning more money. But it's true, innit?
But that's how it should be, though, because your appearance shows more about you than people actually think. It shows that you got discipline, that you wake up in the morning, you got structure. It shows that you've got order. Do you get me? So looking good isn't just about the physical, it's like the traits that it builds up. Do you get me? So it makes sense why people who are attractive do better. Basically, do you get me?
Yeah,
that's the wrong word. Not attractive.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Look
but
after themselves.
Well kept and
well
have
kept.
good personal hygiene and self-care in it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really take a lot to look after yourself. Like, I like to just, you know what I mean? Like, even when it comes down to things like facials, bro. So moving on from the manicure point, like you said, you haven't had a manicure. I have, whatever. What about facials? Have you ever went for a facial or got a facial? Do you have a skin routine?
Nah, I've got a skin routine, but I haven't actually gone anywhere to have. Like,
as you should, innit?
Do you get me?
I feel like a lot of guys will be like, oh yeah, like, I don't need no skin routine, I'm not a girl. I feel like it's weird the way society works, bro. Like, as I'm kind of talking with you now, it's making me realize that a lot of these self-care traits, neutral gender self-care traits, society has perceived to be only something that's feminine. Like facials aren't only for girls. Like, I'll happily go for a facial, innit? Like, I'm more than willing to go for a facial or have a skin routine like you, because at the end of the day,
is it your sister that you said that has like a
shout out Bare
man.
Confidence Beauty, does all type of facials and skin treatments, does eyebrows as well for the girl, but man,
that's a good name as well, Bare Confidence.
Exactly,
because I feel like your appearance plays a part in your confidence as well. When you look good, like, you move in a better way because you feel good.
Thank you.
So
and even
it adds to your confidence.
Thank you. I'm a shameless plug in it. So literally, Bare Confidence, breaking it down, you and your bare skin self, without anything makeup for the girls or whatever, bare skin, you're gonna be confident because of how you look. Do you get it? So it's deeper than that. Do you know what I mean?
Make sure you follow that up.
Thank you. And it even ties in deeper than that, like way deeper than that. Like, just being able to look after yourself and present yourself in a nice way. Again, it gives you confidence, because if you know that you look good, you're going to feel good, which means that you're going to do good. You're going to maneuver in a way which is like, I'm that guy today. But you should be thinking, I'm that guy today every day because I look so. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking after my skin or whatnot. So, man.
And, like, you see if your hygiene game's not up there, don't be looking for girls because it's not gonna work. Do you get me? Pattern yourself first, because you and I both know girls like a man that looks after themselves, innit? No girl wants a man who's dirty, who smells, plaque in their teeth. Do you get me? That's so dead. Do you get me? So before you go out there looking for girls, make sure you pattern yourself properly. Do you get me?
Exactly. And even moving aside from that, like that's one way of seeing. That's one way of seeing it, yeah. But even putting the female thing to one side, yeah, do it for yourself.
Straight.
Don't do it because you have to, I want to look good or not have spots so that I can get more attention. Do it because genuinely you just want to feel good. You want to have an urge to look after yourself and present yourself in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? And like you said, presentation is key. And literally, like the point about Prince Donnell, you might even end up getting paid a bit more. You might not notice it and be like, oh my days, your man is not going to go up to you. Be like, oh my days, because you have no spots on your face, I'm giving you a 5% pay rise. But generally speaking, you will start to notice the direct effects that looking after yourself and holding yourself to a better standard will have
100
as a result.
And I feel like it's just the respect that you get as well, because people see that you're respecting yourself. It's like what we were speaking about yesterday, like the law of attraction type of thing. Like you put it out there, it's gonna come back to you. So if you see yourself as a respectable guy, innit, like you look after yourself, people's gonna treat you in the same way.
Nah, literally. Again, it's all about respect, bro. Like at the end of the day, self-care is neutral, and what I would really just like to stress as like one gem that everyone, or especially the guys, should be able to take from this podcast, and this episode specifically, is like when it comes to you as an individual, looking after yourself is key. Like I cannot stress this enough, innit? Like I like to look good. I like to look good for me, and then obviously there's direct effects that may come with that. Do you know what I mean? Like just holding myself to a high standard. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't like push your own self-care or personal hygiene to one side and be like, I'm gonna go and focus on something else, but not even focus on how I look. Do you know what I mean? Presentation is everything. I said it like 10 times, innit? But it's true.
Yeah, it's image. It's image.
So moving on now, I've got another point, on in terms of another article that I found as well. Actually, I was wrong. Ross, it's even peak. So the first statistic I gave about 1 in 10, that's not men, 1 in 10 people as a whole. Yeah, so that's a bit mad. Yeah, let me a dirty too. That's one. That's one way of looking at it. Yeah. The second thing is the second article, a 2015 Daily Mail article said that 62% of men don't wash their hands, and this was in 2015, so it might be a bit
different,
but 62,
that's way over half, you know. 62, and bro, deep it, because they're not doing it, that means they're going on a bus every day. Do you get me? They're touching cups inside the house. Do you get me?
Yo,
that spread, you know?
That, man. Stop,
and you
there.
Need to move
Stop
proper,
there.
Bro.
It's mad, like, especially as guys, like, yo, let me just even, you know what I mean? Guys need to just start doing better. 62%. Let's not even say 62% because it was 7 years ago. Let's say it's gone down to 48%. Something a bit more potentially realistic. Could be more, but let's just say for my peace of mind, we'll go with lower. 48. Yeah. That's still nasty, man. Like you're going and you're not washing your hands. Like basic forms of personal hygiene that can go a long way. Do you know what I mean? It's not cool, man. Like hold yourself to a high standard. Like, and you know me, I'm the type of person where it's like, the energy I give out, I'm expecting it to come back. So I wash my hand because I'm like, if I don't wash my hand, when I go see my man later and I shake his hand or I spud him, because I haven't wash my hand, I'm expecting him to come to me and touch him with him cocky hand, and you know what I mean? Bro.
You give what you get, bro.
Yeah, man, literally, man.
But yeah, it's mad. Like, do you remember that time we went to the party?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say whose party it was or whatnot.
Yeah.
But there was a guy there. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Bro, and you know what it is? He was proper cool. He was good people's, but like he's smelling of BO.
Yeah. Don't be that guy.
I don't want to speak bad on people. Do you get me? I'm never that guy. But come on, man. Like, you're going to a party where there's people about. Like, have respect for yourself and for other people. Like people smelling that. Do you get what I mean? Like, come on, man. Do you get me?
Nah, I hear it though. Because even like the message that you can kind of take from that is like, personal hygiene just goes a long way, because now that specific person, you're only gonna remember him for that.
Deep it. That's the first time I've met him. Every time I see him, that's what I think about.
Yeah. I mean? Whether it's in person, online, or whatever, you're just like, oh my man, the one that needed some links, and it's all.
That's what I'm saying. First impressions mean everything, bro.
Now, first impressions do count. Like, that's such a good point as well about first impressions, because like, if I was back into my point about like being, presenting myself as something, as an individual, and I'm like, oh yeah, my name's Ty, I do A, B, C, D, whatever it could be, If my first impression is I'm coming to you and I smell, automatically you're disregarding everything I'm saying.
Straight.
I could be a millionaire, but if I'm a stinky one, you ain't really gonna be wanting to take any gems from me, are you, bro?
Yeah, no, it's basic principles, you get me? And I feel like these principles, you just build on them throughout life, do you get me? Learn it when you're young and you just keep doing it. It's like riding a bike, you should never forget how to ride a bike. Same thing with your routines, like just stick to it, bro. Do you get me?
And even little things as well, yeah, like about the smelling thing, like it doesn't take much to smell nice. Like just look after yourself, and again, you should do
smelling good, yeah, it's one of the most important things. Like, you see if your breath smells, bro. You see if like you've got body odor.
Yeah,
those are two smells that you can't forget, bro. Do you get me? You need to maintain that.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Nah, it's so true, and it doesn't really take a lot. Let's break it down. Like, what really is your breath smelling good? You mean brushing your teeth twice a day?
Simple.
Do you know what I mean? Simple. Or what is smelling good? You mean just, you know, applying the links, deodorant, and
washing underneath your arms,
and a young aftershave as well. On top of that, two sprays, and you're good. You know
Talking about aftershave though, what's your favorite aftershave at the moment?
Ooh, I don't know. You know. Bro, I got so many at my yard, I wouldn't really say I have a favourite, like, I got a Hugo Boss, I got bare in it, so like, I got one aftershave that stays in my car, so I got that one in case I forget, the car one, it's always there in the little,
ready to go,
literally ready, and then I got like one in my bag, so when I got like a normal backpack, which is like my day-to-day, one in there, straight, and the links as well, do you know what I mean, and then when I'm at home, I got another one as well, but in terms of favourites, I don't have a specific brand, like, I go with the smell, if that makes sense, rather than like the brand. Oh my days, this is like a Hugo Boss, I'ma buy it. What about you?
Me, my favourite right now, I'll say the Tom Ford still. Tom Ford. That one there's strong. I think I've even got it in my jacket pocket now, bro. That one there, it's like a secret potion, bro. It's a secret potion.
Even on that note, I must give it to you, bro, because like every time I see you, bro, you've always got aftershave in your pocket, and I thought I was like next. I got it in the car, and then I'm leaving the car, and my man's got it in a zip pocket as well.
Bro, because you get me. Smelling good goes a long way.
It does,
and it's a conversation starter as well. You know what I'm like when it comes to networking.
Yeah.
Let's say you smell good. You walk past someone and they say, "Wow, like you smell nice." Now, boom, you're in a conversation with them. You can find out what they do. Do you get me? Like, I feel like you need conversation starters, and that's when I'm mine. Just smelling good. When I walk by, someone's gonna smell me. Let's talk. Do you get me?
It's true. Actually, it's true. And I feel like again, man, all these little small components which just tie into one thing, which is self-care. Self-care is just way too important for you, especially as a guy, to just negate it and disregard it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't take much to look after yourself, and little things have a big effect. Like, it's like a ripple effect. Like, Tay just, you know, regularly topping himself up to smell good. Is him when he goes to meet someone on a networking event, for example, they'd be like, oh yeah, that guy, he's very well kept, you know what I mean? He looks like he's serious because he presents himself in such a way, in such a manner. People are going to take you more seriously now compared to if you was pulling up with your hair all scruffy, your breath them stink, you know what I mean? You BO, run the place and everything, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like a big ripple effect, I think.
100.
So yeah.
So what do you reckon, like, the main, if you had to say one thing that you have to keep, like the rest of self-care is gonna go, but you have to maintain one thing. What would that be?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you feel like the most important key element is of like hygiene? Like, let's say you had to remove all types of hygiene, but you can keep one. What you keep?
So what do you mean types of hygiene?
Alright, so let's say you got brushing your teeth. Let's say you got washing your face. Let's say you got going in the shower. Let's say you got getting the trim.
All of them are different, and I have to pick one.
And you have to. All of them's gonna go, but you have to keep one of them. What are you doing?
I thought you said get in the shower.
Get in the shower. 100.
Yeah, that's just basic, bro. Like, oh my days. All of them to me really count as one. But breaking it down, I'll definitely pick just being able to get in the shower because it's a shower. Like, I don't know how I'll be able to go about my day knowing that I'm not clean. Does that make sense? Like, just knowing in your head, raw.
I haven't showered.
I ain't even, you know what I mean?
That's mad. But yeah, that's the right answer, I'd say, because shower, like when you're showering, you touching all your body, innit? You're getting all the parts of your body. You see me? So that's imperative still.
Definitely, but even onto the self-care as well, like self-care for me just makes me feel good, and I feel like, you know me, bro, I'm always spiritual, so I'm going to be coming with them type of gems. Self-care, like working on the physical has a direct effect on the mental, same way we said with gym, same way if I know that I'm doing all these things, all these small components to make myself be presented in a better way or a better light. In my head, I just feel confident, more confident, shall I say, within myself, because I know, I'm presenting myself in the best way possible within my means. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, when you're thinking like that, you don't need the external things. Like, you don't need a bust down. You don't need a Gucci jacket. Do you get me? As you said, you can wear a H&M t-shirt and still feel like the guy, because you know that you're in good shape, number one. Number two, like, you present yourself properly. And number three, like, your hygiene game's up. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah, no, therefore, I agree with you still.
And I feel like, even taking it a step further than that, I'm just thinking back to, like, the gym versus the kind of Mandem handle, mental health thing, It's like, at the end of the day, when it comes to, what was I going to call it? When it comes to, like, physical stuff, it has a direct effect on the mental. So, like, me, just like I said, getting in there, working on me, working on my personal hygiene, etc., will make me just feel a lot better about me. Do you know what I mean? As I'm going into the day, networking with whoever, however, wherever, do you know what I mean? I'm feeling good. So,
starts with you, man.
Yeah, 100%. So, on the way out, couple gems.
Couple gems?
Yeah.
What I'm going to leave them with?
Yeah.
What am I going to say to them this week? Wait, go on, jump in.
I'll jump in. Personal hygiene, guys. Like, let me this one for you, innit? Yeah. So if you watch the episode, great. But Mandem, trust me, personal hygiene is key. Yeah, it has a direct effect on your confidence within yourself, and just think about how you're being perceived on a day-to-day basis. Do you know what I mean? And don't fall into that category of the 48 or the 62 who don't wash their blood clot hands. That thing can't run. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, what I would say, just remember, keep in mind that image is everything. First impressions can't, and they last, innit? So when you first meet someone, make sure you're presenting yourself in the proper way. Do you get me? No matter who you're meeting, it could be a girl for the first time, a new friend, make sure you're presenting yourself properly. Do you get me? Because they're not going to forget that. Do you get me?
Strong.
So that's what I say. But yeah,
boom.
Strong.